getting closer, but it will never last down. Here by the ocean, fire is burning, flares in the wind. Over the mountains I see the moon, and so it begins. Looking to the rising sun, this is where we belong, we belong. A new day will soon begin, that's what I've been here for all along.
Good morning and welcome back to my channel, if you can even call it that. It has been a really long time since I've shared anything. But I've gotten a lot of requests for an update on how Jake is doing and a lot of questions about our adoption story. So I thought today I would share both of those things. But first, we have a very hungry toddler on our hands. Yes, baby, are you ready for breakfast? Yeah, I know, you're gonna eat right now. Ooh, enjoy. What color is that?
Blue?
Yeah, that's blue, that's right. Do you want me to open? Open! Here, what's your color on your book?
Blue.
Oh, that's not blue. What color is that?
Blue.
Pink.
The
Is that pink? Good job.
a blue. What is a blue?
Which one do you want me to take?
Is a blue?
Pink. So Jake is having lunch now, so I have a few minutes of peace. I don't know what's going on today, but it has been meltdown city over here. So yeah, he's happy now because he's stuffing his face. So how about that update? And I'm sorry if you hear some music in the background. We've got some work going on in our backyard right now, and they're listening to Matchbox 20, so all right. So the update. So Jake just turned 2 a couple of months ago. He has been growing so fast and developing so quickly, I can't even keep up anymore. He loves coloring and music, puzzles, anything he can do with his hands. He seems to be very mechanical. He likes to take things apart and try to put them back together. He loves to try to escape. He's figured out how to open all the doors, how to unlock our back door, so we now have child locks on all of the doors. So basically, he's a boy, a very active boy. Can you hear him in the back? Yeah, that's him. Are you chiming in back there? Yeah? Uh-huh. The tantrums have definitely gotten a lot worse since he turned 2. And he's going through this hitting and headbutting stage. I'm not really sure how to handle that, but I seem to get the brunt of it, which is odd, although I'm probably the one that's with him most of the time. So I don't know, maybe he just gets tired of me and he just decides to give me a nice little headbutt. I don't really know what's going on there, but anyway, we're working on that. So we call him our little toddler teen because even though he's obviously 2 and he acts 2 most of the time, sometimes he does seem a little more grown up. Like he's completely skipped the mommy daddy phase and has just gone straight to mom, dad, like he's 13 years old or something. But But we don't really mind too much. I mean, I wouldn't mind being called mommy, but at least he's calling me mom now. That took quite a while. I don't think he actually started calling me mom until he was about 18 months. So he has been diagnosed with speech delay, and he is in speech therapy right now. So we have a therapist that comes to the house once a week, and we're hoping that she'll be able to just kind of jumpstart him and kind of get him where he needs to be. It has something to do with comprehension. He understands everything that we're saying. It's just he's not able really to articulate it. When it comes to athleticism, that's where he excels. Anything that has to do with kicking, throwing, catching, he loves to ride his bike. He learned how to swim, and he is a fish in the water. It's amazing. Even his instructor was very impressed with him and said that she'd only ever had 4 students like him in her career. So athletic-wise, he has always been above average, and I think that's probably why speech-wise he's just taking a little longer for that. But nothing to worry about, and he's getting the therapy that he needs right now, so I'm sure everything will work out. Yes, babe? Still going. Anyway, I think that's about it as far as where he's at. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask, and I'd be happy to answer them. Hi.
Come on. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What do you have? You want to come say hi? Come here. Oh, thank you. No? You don't want to come say hi?
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Yeah? Come here. Yeah. We're talking about you.
Mom.
You better run, Zoomy. Oh. Can you dribble? Dribble it. Boop. All right. Oh. Good job. So let's talk adoption story. The most common question I get asked is why we decided to grow our family through adoption. And really, it was because we felt it was the best option for us. We were diagnosed with unexplained infertility, which basically means that we were infertile, but they had no idea why. They tested us, we both came back healthy, but we just could not get pregnant. And we tried for several years. Once we stopped actively trying and decided to take a break, about 2 months later, I found out that I was pregnant. And of course, we were amazed and ecstatic and so excited to share it with our families. Unfortunately, we lost the baby, and it was devastating. And at that point, we just decided to take a complete break, to just focus on other aspects of our lives and just really try to heal. I just needed a break. I needed to be able to process our loss and to really decide how we wanted to move forward in the future. So we decided not to do the fertility treatments that our doctor recommended, and we just took a much needed break. It was about 2 years later when we started talking about it again, and that's when we decided that adoption was the way that we wanted to grow our family. So we signed on with our agency in August of 2017 and immediately started the home study process, which is pretty invasive. It took about 2.5 months for us to complete. And while we were working on that, our agency created a profile for us and started sending it out to potential birth mothers. We were connected to 3 birth mothers during our journey. The first one lasted a couple of months, and about 2 months in, we started realizing that it probably wasn't going to work out. Things just didn't seem right. So we talked to our agency about it. They agreed that there were a lot of red flags. Thankfully, that connection fell apart on its own. We were really grateful for that. And our agency was there to help us pick up the pieces of that heartache and to be able to move on and continue our journey. It was about a month after that we were connected with another birth mother. We talked to her for a couple of days, and then she contacted me and told me that she had decided to parent. And what can you do? We were sad for ourselves, but we were happy for her. So we just congratulated her and wished her well. And then it was back to the waiting game. I think it was another 2 months after that we got a call that a birth mother had seen our profile on their website, and she was very interested in talking to us. So I reached out immediately and felt right away that this connection was different. We seemed to click. We seemed very similar in our personalities. She was very easy to talk to. And it wasn't long after we first started talking that she told us she had contacted the agency and told them that she had chosen us for her child. And of course, that was just the best news ever. We were so excited. She was about 5 months pregnant when we first connected with her. And so she had a few months left. And so we had time to be able to build a relationship with her. We went up to visit her, spent time with her and her family. And I really feel that cemented our friendship. As she got closer to the due date, she invited us up for the birth. And to our complete shock, she invited us into the delivery room, which was absolutely amazing. We were not expecting that. Of course, in my heart, I really wanted to see my son be born, but I would never ask someone that. And she invited not only me, but my husband, which was just incredible. So we got to watch him be born. We got to hold him right away. And I will forever be grateful to her for that precious, precious experience. We have an open adoption. That means that we stay in contact with her. Right now we have a private Facebook page set up where we post photos and videos of him growing up. She can write messages, she can comment on the photos and videos, and he'll have that when he gets older. And I think that's going to be really special for him to have, knowing that his birth mother loves him very much, that she's thinking about him all the time, knowing who his birth family is, his history, his story, and having that connection with him as he gets older and being able to build that connection however he chooses to. I just think that is a very special thing that he has. So that is pretty much our adoption story. I know I went through it kind of quickly, but I feel like this video is just getting longer and longer and longer. But if you have any questions about anything that I talked about today, about finding an agency, the home study process, building a relationship with a birth mother, please feel free to reach out and ask me those questions. I'm an open book when it comes to adoption. Obviously, it's something very, very special to me, and I'm always happy to share my experience with those who are either just thinking about it or even in the middle of their journey. So please feel free to reach out anytime. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
What is Mama doing?
Till the fires burn out, days like these